What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. So let's talk about the 1.2% burn, because I have to say it, and I hope that people respect me for saying it, because I never get to say this, but I told you so. There's so many other people that have come to me when I talk about burns. They're like, hey, it's all about utility, and building on the chain is the most important piece. And the fact that we need to see all of these others build on the chain, and we had no examples of who was losing out on the 1.2%. I told you so. And this is the only time I get to say it. Now, I'm not going to sit here and rub it in people's faces, but I do want to let people know that I think that burning was the way to go. The simpler, the better, getting us back to where we were supply wise and getting us back to a comfortable state within this chain was the way we needed to go. And we decided to cloud all of that with utility, with, IBC, with all of the things that were implemented for more of a use case, when it's not about a use case right now. It's about survival of the chain. It's about survival of the projects. It's about restoring what we had. And I want to point out this this proposal that came out 2 days ago that I didn't see until today. Someone called it out in my live stream. But basically, Classy Crypto has come out with a proposal on Agora to basically return the 1.2% burn tax. So guys, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more videos like this one. Also, make sure you guys check out some of the links down below. It does help out the channel quite a bit. And if you guys want to follow me on Twitter, make sure you follow me on Twitter at Perry8K. I haven't posted much over there, but if you do want to follow me, feel free to go ahead and follow me. We're almost at 15,000 followers. I would love to get there by the end of the year. I think we're like 200 away. So feel free to hit that follow button over there. But anyways, if you didn't know what all transpired in the Luna community, if you're new to Lunic and you're like, what's Lunic? I'm new to watching Matt and I've never seen Lunic, which would be impossible because I pretty much mention it almost every day. But Terra Luna Classic was a project that collapsed pretty hard, very hard, 99% basically, because of what UST did and how it was attacked. Now, there was an algorithm in place to where it was pinned to this UST token, the stable coin, to where it minted a bunch of coins in order to stabilize that stable coin. But it didn't stabilize the stable coin. It just kept creating more tokens to try and do that, and it just didn't work. So it ended up increasing the supply to 7 trillion. Now, in the beginning, we were like, all right, the idea would be to establish a burn tax. They started with a 3%. It got shut down really quickly. Then it went to 1.2%, which had 99% support. So everybody lived on it. It only lasted 3 weeks before they decreased the tax down to 0.2. And the reason why they decreased it down to 0.2 was to make room or give projects the ability to build on chain without having to adhere to this tax or a larger tax and kind of mess up their business. But it's not about their business in general. It should have been about the chain, restoring the chain, recovering the chain, recovering what it once was. So the 1.2% burn tax, in my opinion, needed to be here. So throughout this whole time that it switched to the 2.2% burn tax, I stated that it was a bad idea, that we needed to be at 1.2%. We need to see everybody bite the bullet, no matter if you're creating or you're buying or whatever you're doing. We need to see the 1.2%. And everybody else, once it did change, everybody else didn't agree with me. They said, you know what? I don't care about what you're saying. You're always talking about burns. It's not a get rich quick scheme. It's not about get rich quick. It's about getting, making sure the investors that invested for a certain reason have that outcome, but then also establish a longer term solution to restore it and stabilize it. And that's the second thing that we needed to do. And I feel like we could have done that after the burn was taking place. We could have done that. Now, I don't know why I'm still wearing these headphones, because I'm not listening to anything. But basically, everybody and their mom basically said that I was wrong by saying the burn tax needed to be restored and that they needed people to create or projects to create, me knowing that there would not be an abundance of projects that would create. So I just kind of want to rub it in a little bit and understand that I was right here. So Classy Crypto created this. He was one that backed the 1.2% and said that they needed to be able to, DApps needed to develop on the chain, and that they needed to make sure the 1.2% was just too high. And I had no examples of that. So again, I am rubbing it in a little bit, but Classy, if you're still listening, because it's not something to bash you, I do respect that you came out and admitted that you are wrong. With this proposal, you are admitting that you are wrong, which is a good thing. It's a great step because I'm wrong plenty of times. And whenever I am wrong, if I was wrong, I would admit it. So I appreciate you coming out and admitting that. But we need to take the next steps in finding a way to get this fully implemented and make sure everybody else is on board as well. Because reestablishing the 1.2% and getting us back to where we started before all of this mess came to play out, where we have utility, we have all these different things that we're expecting to build, the businesses, the people that are trying to take advantage of what the popularity is. No, make it as simple as possible, 1.2%. And then you can go from there. So this is the proposal here. I know I wasted like 6 minutes talking to you about what happened and why I'm right, but I had to spend some time rubbing it in, right? I mean, I feel like I'm right here, and I have to say I told you so, because I never get a chance to say it because I don't like to rub it in people's faces, but I think this sort of was the time to do that. However, like I said, I respect it. So there's been two schools of thought when it comes to the burn tax. This proposal attempts to return back our original burn tax of 1.2% and reestablish trust within Terra Luna Classic community. When seeing the rate of progress and general lack of enthusiasm when it comes to development of layer 2 DApps on the Terra Classic chain, I came to realize that the current funding method and reduction in our chain's burn tax have only severely hurt the community's trust. To fix this is simple. Head back to where we originally were per proposal 4661, in that Edward Kim stated that we should reassess this tax 3 months later. And I think we basically need to understand that the burn tax will get us to the place that we want to get to, or should get us to the place that we want to get to. And then we can do something simple to where we're applying the same pressure across to the exchanges and not worrying about other things, not worrying about building, because we don't need to build right now. We can build eventually when things start to look like they're flowing, right? If we get exchanges on board, if we get this 1.2% and we can see more burns that are coming through and more of decreasing the supply, and we have a certain timeline on when we can get back to a point of stabilizing the overall chain, stabilizing USTC, and getting the algorithm back to normal with some sort of backing, then we can worry about utility a little bit, or more utility as time goes on, because we don't need to just throw out a bunch of things and overcomplicate the chain. We don't. We need utility. Don't get me wrong. We do need utility, but in time. Right now is not the time. Maybe a little bit later would be the time. So Terra Rebels, a roadmap, also states we should check back with the burn tax in December. It's now December, and we have seen grave ramifications of lowering our burn tax too fast. The community has lost trust. And the fire which made Terra Luna Classic the rising phoenix it once was, got put out. So I sort of agree with you. I really do. Let's skip forward. It's time to begin to listen to our community once again. Let's return the 1.2% burn tax and give the 3 months and give it the 3 months we said it would give. We would give it. Indecision has gotten us nowhere. Absolutely. Reducing the tax has only made us look foolish and weak. It's time to become Terra Luna Classic, what Terra Luna Classic should have been in the first place. So I 100% agree with you there. The fact that we changed it so fast without giving it the opportunity to work, and the fact that we changed the burn tax to adhere to what the projects are, rather than letting the projects see what the chain has to deal with and making their decision based off of there. We let the complaining get to us. And the complaining made it seem like, oh, we would have so much more volume if we have utility here. And no, that's not the case. Majority of people that are invested into this project are in it for the investment. Then as they make money from that investment, they reinvest some of that money or keep some of that money there for the long term, for the long haul. Being a part of this as a larger community with millions of holders with only billions of coins is a huge deal. That would be absolutely huge. Something like a Dogecoin, right? Where they have billions of coins and they have, like 1 million holders or something like that. They have a lot of holders, a lot of people that are interested in it. So anyways, I think you're right, Classy. And again, I don't mean any disrespect by doing this. I just want to say I told everybody so. But I respect people that come out and say when they are wrong. Because if you learn from any mistakes, that tends to make you a better investor and could make you a better validator as well. So that's huge to hear you come out with that. Now, I don't know if this has gained traction. I don't see any proposal on Terra Station. This is just on Agora to create the discussion here. And I don't know what people are thinking here. Do we have any type of replies? Gratefully support. Just for information, I have informed Classy that voluntary help we get from third parties will be affected by this prop, and he doesn't care. He thinks we are wrong, and he knows best. So please take this in mind when voting. This individual has only threatened me and given opinions. Okay, so you're just replying to that. Can't give you proof, but yeah, called you a little. What's okay? Yeah. Yes, provided proposal 11111 also passes first. That's 100% a point as well. Hey, Classy, like the idea very much, especially if you keep the reward policy at 50%. This means that we can benefit from burns and replenish the community pool at the same. I don't think that's the case. I think 0.10% or 10% would be fine. No, currently 0.2% is enough, and the chain needs more transactions. So rather put effort into achieving that. I don't agree with that, though. 50% reminted needs to be returned to 10%. I agree with that point, though. So you can definitely see there's back and forth here. Maybe people will support it. Maybe people won't support it. But I feel like it does need to be supported to the 1.2% or hell, even more. Because the point is to restore it to what it once was. It's not to give you something, brand spanking new, and, to keep the burn tax forever. It's to restore things. And then once you restore things, things go back to normal. And then maybe you can create other things because you have more people that are invested on the chain. Anyways, guys, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more videos like this one. Also, if you guys want to check out some of the links down below, if you want to check out the prop, I'll put the prop in the description. But I totally do agree with what he has said here, when it comes to the 1.2%. And I understand it would take away maybe some DApps creating on it. But to tell you the truth, I've said my opinion. It's not about utility right now. It's not. So guys, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell again, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.